What's up, guys? Welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric, and today we're going to take a look at Mizzou's football recruiting. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook and on Instagram. We're looking at the class of 2022, and the big question was, could head coach Eli Drinkwitz replicate the success that he had on the recruiting trail for the class of 2021? So far, the results are encouraging. Right now, the class of 2022 has 4 recruits. There are, there are 2 from St. Louis, and the other 2 are from the Kansas City metropolitan area. So going down the line, the crown jewel of the class early on is 4-star safety Isaac Thompson. He committed to Mizzou in early December. He's out of St. Louis University High School. He had offers from a lot of big-time schools. There was some thought that he was going to go to Michigan, but he has committed to Mizzou, and now he is out there recruiting other guys on Twitter and whatever else. Next, you got Marion Wayne. He's listed as a wide receiver according to Rivals. 24/7 Sports lists him as an athlete, so we'll see what comes of that. He is out of Parkway West High School. Wayne is listed at 6'3", and then Rivals has him at 171. 24/7 Sports has him at 180. And it is worth noting that there's a little bit of a disparity between the two sites' rankings. Rivals has him rated as a 5.7 rated 3-star, and 24/7 Sports has him as a 4-star. So a little bit of a difference there. Then looking at MEKHI Miller, who just committed to Mizzou on Wednesday. He is a wide receiver out of Overland Park, the Kansas side of Kansas City, Blue Valley North High School. And then also from Kansas City area, you have Max WHISNER, the first commit of the 2022 recruiting class. He's a tight end out of Lee's Summit. And guys, it's a strong start to the recruiting class. Yeah, the class is ranked number 13 in America according to Rivals. 24/7 Sports has the class as the 16th best in America. Those numbers are going to change. 13 and 16 are current as of Saturday morning, the 23rd. So we'll see if Mizzou's class ranking can hold or even improve. We'll see. It's a recruiting at a level that we really haven't seen at Mizzou. So it's encouraging to see that, and the momentum is palpable. It really is. I remember seeing some people post about MEKHI Miller committing to Missouri, and it was like, wow, a 5.7 3-star, and it doesn't even feel like that big of a deal. I mean, that's a good player. That's a good rating. But it almost isn't as big of an event as it was under Gary Pinkel, under Barry Odom. And that's no shot at Marion Wayne by any means. That's just a compliment to the level of recruiting that Coach Drinkwitz has brought to Mizzou. Now, besides those 4 recruits, he's also been busy, Coach Drink has, working on transfers. MEKHI Cooper, we talked about him a few weeks ago. He is a wide receiver transfer out of St. Louis. He went to Ohio State and didn't see the field. He's now transferred back to his home state to play for the Tigers. Blaze Aldridge. He is a linebacker out of Rice University in the Conference USA. He's one of the best linebackers in the conference. He has transferred to Missouri as a grad transfer. So he will be immediately eligible. Potentially a replacement for Nick Bolton. You look at MEKHI Cooper, MEKHI Miller, Marion Wayne. All possibilities in terms of wide receiver threats. MEKHI Cooper, we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the NCAA waiver business. It should be a no-brainer to grant this waiver for immediate eligibility for transfers, but it's the NCAA, so take whatever makes sense. Expect them to do the opposite. That's really the best way to figure out what the NCAA is going to do. So MEKHI Cooper might have to wait a year. He shouldn't. It'd be stupid if he had to. As far as who's next? That's really the big question that people have for Mizzou, especially because St. Louis is absolutely loaded with talent. You know, Tyson Ford had Mizzou in his top 4. He just committed to Notre Dame. That's a bummer for Tiger fans. Luther Burden, he is an absolute stud. One of the top 10 players in the entire recruiting class out of Cardinal Ritter in St. Louis. He's been committed to Oklahoma for a while, but all the rumors and rumblings suggest that he's at least listening to what Mizzou has to say. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Mizzou, but Mizzou fans, I don't think, need to give up hope yet. There's a chance that he flips. Sticking with St. Louis, Toriano Pride. He is a 4-star cornerback out of Luther North. You know, there's a lot of thought that he is a Mizzou lean, and a lot of people think it's just a matter of time before he commits to Mizzou. That would be a big win. And taking a look at what Coach Drake has done with the secondary in a year or two, my goodness, there's a chance that the secondary is ridiculous. When you look at Ennis Rakestraw starting as a true freshman, J.C. Carley's starting as a true freshman, both of them in 2020. Then you're bringing in everybody in the class of 2021. Then looking at this class, Isaac Thompson and potentially Toriano Pride. There's a lot of work being done there. Yeah, you know, there's one out-of-state guy that I want to talk about as possibly being on commitment watch soon, and that is Sam Horn. Sam Horn is a quarterback out of Suwanee, Georgia. That is kind of near Alpharetta, northeast outskirts of Atlanta, really. He is listed at 6'4", and he is rated number 138 overall in the country, according to Rivals. And 24/7 Sports has an even higher, number 47 overall in their class of 2022. He has stated in interviews that Mizzou is his leader in his recruiting process. So there's nothing on a timeline for him, but Mizzou may have its quarterback for the class of 2022. And you know, that's big for 2 reasons. One, the dude is good. Everybody seems to want him. He doesn't have offers from Alabama and Clemson, but they're at least sniffing around. And when they are at least, when you're on their radar, you know you're good, right? So, one, he's good, but secondly, having a quarterback in place for a recruiting class is just huge. It builds momentum because the quarterback position is just unlike anything else in sports. So having your quarterback, your guy, kind of brings the class together. It also makes it an easier sell for everybody else in the recruiting class, especially on the offense. We were talking about Luther Burden just a second ago. You can look at Luther Burden, Coach Drink could, and say, hey, if you come to Mizzou, you're going to have Sam Horn throwing you the football. And that's a selling piece, you know? Burden can say, oh, this dude is good. He's going to be the guy throwing me the football. I'm going to have every opportunity to make plays. Same thing for the offensive line. Same thing for running back. When you've got a stud in the backfield throwing the football, it makes it easier. And you think, all right, I want to be a part of this offense under this guy because we're going to be good. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with Horn. If I were to guess, and this is strictly my guess, I think Sam Horn and Toriano Pride, I think pretty strongly that they will be part of Mizzou's recruiting class. Luther Burden, I kind of think so, but I'm not very confident on that, so we'll see. Anyway, that is all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll hope to see you next time.